Did you know that over 60% of native English speakers regularly make at least one basic grammar mistake in their daily writing? Even professionals like teachers and writers slip up on common errors like there or there, and they are and it's or it's, etc. You're probably making these common grammar mistakes without even realizing it, and I'm here to help you fix them. When learning English, it's normal to make mistakes. Many people, both native speakers and learners, struggle with some basic grammar rules. Understanding and fixing these common mistakes will make your English clearer and easier to understand. In this guide, we will look at the most common grammar mistakes and how to avoid them. 1. There, and they are. One of the most common mistakes in English is confusing the words there, and there. These words sound the same but have different meanings. There is a possessive pronoun. It shows that something belongs to a group of people. Example, this is their house. There refers to a place or position. Example, the book is over there. There is a contraction of they are. Example, they're going to the park. Remember, there means it belongs to someone. There tells you where something is. There is short for they are. 2. It's and its. The words it's and its are often confused too. It is a possessive pronoun. It shows that something belongs to it. Example, the dog is chasing its tail. It is a contraction of it is or it has. Example, it's raining outside. It is raining outside. Remember, it shows possession. It is short for it is or it has. 3. Your and your. Another common mistake is confusing your and your. Your is a possessive pronoun. It shows that something belongs to you. Example, is this your bag? Your is a contraction of you are. Example, you're very kind. Remember, your shows possession. Your is short for you are. 4. Two, and two. The words two, and two are also easily mixed up. To is used before a verb or to show direction. Example, I want to go to the store. To means also or very. Example, I want to go too, or it's too hot today. Two is the number 2. Example, I have 2 cats. Remember, to is for direction or before a verb. To means also or very. 2 is a number. 5. Affect and effect. The words affect and effect are often confused because they sound similar and are related in meaning. Affect is a verb. It means to influence something. Example, the weather can affect your mood. Effect is a noun. It means the result of a change. Example, the effect of the storm was terrible. Remember, affect is an action, verb. Effect is a result, noun. 6. Then and than. The words then and than are not the same, but many people mix them up. Then refers to time. It tells you when something happens. Example, we ate dinner and then went for a walk. Than is used to compare two things. Example, she is taller than her brother. Remember, then is about time. Then is for comparisons. 7. Fewer and less. Fewer and less are used differently, but many people mix them up. Fewer is used with things you can count. Example, there are fewer apples in the basket. Less is used with things you cannot count. Example, there is less water in the bottle. Remember, use fewer for things you can count. Use less for things you cannot count. 8. Me and I. Many people get confused about when to use me and I. The rule is simple. I is the subject of the sentence. It's used when you are doing the action. Example, I went to the store. Me is the object of the sentence. It's used when the action is happening to you. Example, she gave the book to me. A quick tip. If you are talking about more than one person, like Tom and I, try saying the sentence without the other person's name. For example, Tom and I went to the store becomes I went to the store, which is correct. If it were Tom and me went to the store, it would sound wrong because me went to the store is not correct. 9. Who and whom. The words who and whom can be tricky. The easy way to remember is, who is the subject of the sentence? The person doing the action. Example, who is coming to the party? Whom is the object of the sentence? The person receiving the action. Example, to whom should I give this book? A simple trick is to replace who or whom with he or him. If he fits, use who. If him fits, use whom. For example, who is coming? He is coming, so use who. Whom did you see? I saw him, so use whom. 10. Farther and further. Many people think farther and further are the same, but they have different uses. Farther is used for physical distance. Example, he ran farther than me. Further is used for non-physical things, like time or ideas. Example, we need to discuss this further. Remember, use farther for physical distance. Use further for ideas or time. 11. Lay and lie. The words lay and lie are often confused. Here's the difference. Lay is a verb that means to put something down. It needs a direct object, something that is being laid down. Example, I lay the book on the table. Lie is a verb that means to rest or recline. It does not need a direct object. Example, I lie down when I'm tired. In the past tense, it gets more confusing. The past tense of lay is laid. Example, yesterday I laid the book on the table. The past tense of lie is lay. Example, yesterday I lay down for a nap. 12th, then I or then me. When making comparisons, you might wonder whether to say then I or then me. Then I is correct when you are continuing the sentence with a verb. Example, she is taller than I am. Then me is correct when you are not continuing the sentence. Example, she is taller than me. A simple trick is to add the verb after I to check if it makes sense. If the sentence sounds right, use I. If it sounds awkward, use me. 13. Double negatives. In English, using two negative words in the same sentence makes it positive. This is called a double negative, and it's a common mistake. Incorrect. I don't have no money. Correct. I don't have any money. In the incorrect sentence, the two negatives, don't and no, cancel each other out, which makes the sentence confusing. Just use one negative word to make the sentence clear. 14. Using good versus well. People often mix up good and well. Good is an adjective, so it describes a noun. Example, she is a good singer. Well is usually an adverb, so it describes a verb. Example, she sings well. A quick tip. Use good when describing a thing or person, and use well when describing how something is done. 15. Using amount versus round number. The words amount and number are used differently based on whether you can count the items. Amount is used for things you cannot count. Example, the amount of water is too much. Number is used for things you can count. Example, the number of books on the shelf is 5. These are some of the most common grammar mistakes that people make. By understanding and practicing these rules, you can improve your English and avoid confusion. Keep practicing, and soon these rules will become second nature to you. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something new today. Please like, subscribe, and press the bell notification so that you never miss new updates. Keep listening and keep learning. Have a nice day.